Okay, good morning, class. How you doing? How you been? How you pass the days? We Valentina, morning. So, good morning, everyone. Let's start with something about you this day. Anyone want to share something about these days? Anyone? Okay. So let's start with the previous lesson, and I asking you if you wanna doing activity, so like assignment, and so I would like to know if you are trying to do the assignment. And please be share with us. Anyone can start.
Teacher, do you need the document about the series of the movie that we were talking about the last lesson?
Like you wish. You wanna show a document, or the idea is show me what do you do and how do you do. But you know, share the document, perfect, in the chat maybe, and just copy and paste. You wanna put in the chat, or start it, or explain yourself, whatever.
Okay, I would like to read about my series, and then I will give you a little explain from that I did.
Okay, tell us.
So the series that I choose was the 100. It's a science fiction series. It's on Netflix if you wanna see it, if you wanna watch. This series is based on the life of thousands of people living in a space station, like uh, like a ship in the space. So they are living there. These people live in this station because 97 years ago, the Earth was completely devastated by a nuclear apocalypse. So they are in the space, and this space station is working with difficulty, with limited. So it was constructed from different stations that were in the space. So after 3 generations, uh, they have problem with the capacity or the limits of this station, and the existence of all people here is in dangerous. So this station is called the Ark. Uh, all crimes are punishable by the death. So if you kill somebody, you're gonna be dead with something that they call floating. And when you are lucky, when you are until 18, when you are when you are not adult, you are the people, the young people
Teenagers or something.
that years. Uh, sorry,
Oh,
the leader of the ark, they have a leader, and they decide they have 100 teenagers that they are waiting for the death because they are no pueden ser matados hasta los 18.
Okay,
So
just they can live to 18 and nobody can die to the 18. Okay.
that's correct. So they, because they have a problems with the earth, they seek to send the 100 young, the 100 teenagers to the earth to verify if after almost 100 years the conditions allow them to live again. So they are giving to the possibility to live again. And these 100 people uh, are sent to discover the conditions of the earth if are optimal to live. But when they arrive to the earth, the communications fail, and it was not possible to give the message to the earth to the station. So they are full resentment. They all resentimiento with that people, and they decide to stay on the earth to create their own civilization and not say the message to the ark because the communication it's broke and they are resent with that people. Uh, After a while, for a long time, they are living in on the earth again because the earth it's good. The conditions are optimal. Everything it's good. They are living there, but they discovered that on the earth there are civilizations of people who survive to the apocalypse. And then after that, then they begin with war, a war between them. They begin a war, and the war because the war unleashes disasters, scarcity of resource, and dead people. After a long time, the people of the dark come down to the earth and join to the 100 teenagers to fight a new war. So they live in war all time, and after that, it was impossible that the earth was not in danger again because the people in war provokes damage and scarcity of resources. So they see the need to live. They need to live again when they make maybe a threat with pits. Decide to live again from the earth to another country because in the earth you daily have radiation storms. Um, Sometimes hurricanes, something like that. So they decide to live again to another planet. When they get to another planet, do this they do the same, start the war with that people there. So I think that the human cannot coexist with everyone, and every time that they arrive to another planet, start wars, um, scarcity of resources it's impossible to do, and the humans there after a long time on the series, maybe 7 seasons, they get the peace with the people living in another planet, and they find a way to live in peace and something that they call the transcendence of body. It's something very complex, but it's explained during Wolf the course of the series. So I personally like science fiction series, and this one in particular caught my attention because it's talk about when uh,
I'm sorry, what? Hi there. I thinking we lost for a few seconds. Okay, so even Fabio fix the audio, I think. So Valentina and Gustavo, welcome again, everybody. For Valentina, if you wanna, if you have problems with the audio, like you write me, and so don't worry, I'm going to send you the link at the end of the class. Don't worry, just trying to maintain connected. If you have a problem connection, the same thing. I'm going to share with you the class. Don't worry, I want to share the link. And so, Gustavo, how are you?
Hey tutor, I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Fine. You don't cool assist to the class last time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Te-
couldn't.
Teacher, I'm sorry, I was falling my internet.
Okay, don't
You hear?
worry. We are show that a kind of disaster, fictional or real, and everyone trying to do on a page a little less about one thing, and they decide to talk if like Fiverr is talking is a series, an apocalyptic series on Netflix that explain how was a disaster in the air and trying to make you deep in the story. And so the text was talking about that fictional or real disaster. Anyway, it's just topic. Uh, what is the point on this text? Just trying to define a paragraph, writing and speaking. And so I'm going to do an exercise with you if you want to prepare for that. But don't worry, it's like I said, just relax. It's just we're trying to make a conversation and make fluence. So Fiverr has a problem with the net, and so don't worry. I like your explanation, and you are completely deeply in the series, and I will like how you explain that everyone in the human history is a cycle. We build, we live, we trying to interchange with another culture, and then we'll have fight, we like start a war for any reason, and then cause a cataclysm on another circumstances, and the tolerance is zero, and then blow up the planet and go into another planet and start again, started with friendship, and it's like a process. It's the human natural, but we're trying to live with that. The series is just dark in that size, not just that serious. Series in kind of line was the same, but it's good good message for us. So, Luisa, tell me, you prepare something?
No, I forgot it. Sorry, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. So, Valentina, how you connection? You can talk about if you prepare something for the class. If you have problems with the microphone, and you can use the chat too. And so, if Valentina answer, and so, like you said, and Gustavo is start now. I would like to everyone, if you don't detect, don't worry. Was trying to evaluating about in another way. the idea is anyone talk natural disaster or real or fictional disaster you can see in a movie or whatever, and trying to make explain how was a disaster and what happened in the movie. I don't know, like Fiverr is explain what happened, what's the meaning, what the people do, what the people, what kind of situation we can experiment in that moment. And so, Gustavo, did you like to share with us something?
Something like
I don't
another
know,
place or
a kind of, or even a natural disaster. It could be real, or if you want trying about a movie or something, you can do. It's good too.
I'm so sorry, but I didn't prepare anything to this class.
Tell me again, please.
I didn't prepare anything to this class, sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Just tell me about Charles. Tell a history. I going to in this moment share PowerPoint. You can see the slide.
Yes,
Everyone can see the slide. Okay, and so the trying to do is that in the left side of the slide we have the volcano in Spain, and the last year I think. So it was a kind of disaster. I don't know much about that, but it's something that the people are making feel, and so how you can reacting into a kind of natural disaster like that. And so what could you do? What things can you see, and what the people can do, and what possibly happened with something like that? Or see, if you want to talk about fictional disaster in a movie, you can talk about, I don't know, any movie or any series, and just trying to speak is not for make you feel pressure. It's just not prepared. The idea is you just tell a history. Don't worry.
okay. I had to talk about a natural or fictional events, right? But
Whatever.
all right. Okay, let's talk about natural events
Okay.
like this volcano. I think in the world, we have a lot of volcano. Through the years, people in many countries uh, are the best because of these events. Like, I don't know what exactly country, but in many countries, people is like, how did I say sufrir in English?
Sufrir. Suffer. You
Suffer
can you can use suffer. People
suffer
suffer.
that much because
Suffer.
of these events. Like in this case, it's the volcano. Um, I don't know what more to say. Oh my gosh.
You talking about volcano? Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
These after these events made around the world.
Uh-huh. You do you know any volcano in Colombia or in the world? It's not.
No, I don't know. Do you?
Okay. Maybe in Colombia. Just for say, Galeras. It's Pasto. Remember Galeras? Or around the world, I don't know. The Fuji in Japan is, I think, it's a volcano, or the Mexican Popocatépetl. Tepec, I think it's called, and just the class of volcano. Okay, but don't worry, Gustavo. It's the idea. The idea is trying to speak, trying to make it like is if you are if you are in the street and there is a reporter like a microphone and you want to walk and say, please tell me what do you opinion about, I don't know, economy, and you say something just like that, just trying to make a little natural. Don't worry for what you want to say. You want to make mistakes. Oh, everyone have to make mistakes. So don't worry. It's just trying to chat. So, Luisa, tell me, chose a natural or a fictional? I think it's more easy, and say Gustavo and everyone, is more easy if you are talking fictional, because I think everyone want to see a movie one time. And so if you want to speak about natural fictional, it's okay. But I think fictional is a little more easy, I think. And so, Luisa, please share with us something about an event. Disaster even.
Fictional one, right?
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. The one. But okay, fiction event. In the last movie, I you know, I right now I can't remember any fictional event. Let me think. Let me think. Um, I don't remember any movie with fictional event. The
Okay.
the no, I don't remember anyone.
What was the
Right
last
now.
movie you seen?
I see a documentary about American soccer, American
Ah,
football. Yeah.
okay. Okay. And
So
so that
okay,
tell
maybe
us.
I can talk about that event. This event is like this is a but this is not natural or fictional, but it's like it's about deaf team. It's very interesting. They in in USA they have some schools who are only for deaf people. So they have this school has um, soccer team, American soccer team. So they have different like competition around the year. The problem is okay, they only is like a secondary after they graduate and they go to university. They need to go to the normal university with deaf people and no deaf people. So it's more like this documentary it's all about how is their life, how they enjoy the life, because they can dance, they can some of them they can listen music, but they can listen the lyrics, who's the rhythms. So they have like their community, but their community is like a verbal, because nobody in that verbal is no discrimination. It's their family, their friends are deaf, but when they go out after that verbal is where really starts their life. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember right now.
It's not about that
Yeah.
subject with the train, but is that what we're looking for? We're trying to you speak a lot with more confidence, and we're trying to making a line. What are you trying to say? And beginning to the finish, and trying to make a line. Like you said, documentary is the event is just an idea with started from the present, and that's it. The curriculum that when handled, but you put an idea, you put a story, and so good for you. Valentina. And so, Valentina, listen, sorry. Valentina has some problems with connection, but she sent us.
Teacher,
Tell me.
I would like to finish with my idea.
Okay, perfect. You had problems with the connection. So the idea, please tell us.
Yeah, well, talking about fictional and natural disasters, I find a relationship between natural disaster and fictional disasters. Maybe today we don't see events as they happen in the movies, but there are crises that keep us divided. I think that a natural disaster are not very far from fictional disaster. Um, the way things are going, it is very easy to see a natural disaster that is lived every day in a movie. For example, there is a series, another series, fictional series that talk about global cooling, and people live in a train that is always moving around the world.
It's
This train is Snowpiercer. I don't know if
it's
you
no
know what
peers. I know. Yeah,
correct. So
it's
this
like a
train,
critical social
yeah,
critics about every station wagon is the social class, and I think
that's
last
this
wagon
train
was the
era is,
the low people, the poor people, if may I say the word.
yeah, well,
Please
like
continue.
I said, these trains generates all the resources to live, but like you say, inside the train there are social classes and lack of resources up and corrupt governments, but it's not very different from the reality that we live today.
Mhm.
So I think that we have a relationship between disasters, natural disasters, and fictional disaster, and that's all.
Okay, very, very good for your explanation, Fiber. Yeah, in the kind an explanation, you go more deeper about what trying to the fictional events trying to reflect in about the life, and like we say before, this is like natural human being and is trying to make something we're trying to build and will amazing thing, but we have the capacity to destroy is like inside us we're trying to that feeling that we started fighting on a war. I don't know, it's just but it's like reflects for the society and maybe just one question about the series is you're trying to explain the 100 what was it's not clear, I'm sorry, but what was the apocalypse event in the start when you start to talk, you say it happened to apocalypse event, and so what was the apocalypse event, a meteor, meltdown, what was that? Originally, why the people left there? That is something I have the doubt.
Profe, ¿se está preguntando cuáles fueron los eventos apocalípticos o es que estoy entendiendo mal?
¿Me habló Valentina?
Jennifer.
No. Jennifer, ay, qué pena, Jennifer, no te había visto. Good morning, Jennifer. I tried. Talk. Good morning to you. First of all, the class started with a little task, and I left the last class. So about if you want to describe it, I would like to describe a natural or a fictional event. You can choose anyone. What is the idea? The point is you're trying to write and grammar and you better improve your grammar. I don't know, and a half a page, and then you're trying to explain what you describe in that way. And so, Fiverr is is trying to explain about a series he watched in Netflix about an apocalypse event, and I will asking to him what was the first apocalypse thing happened for the people left the air. That's what. And so, Jennifer. You are here. I don't see it. I'm sorry for that, but you're here. And so you share with us if you want to talk about, if you like to talk about a natural or a fictional event and a kind of disaster. If you want to talk a natural or fictional, just don't worry. Even Gustavo trying to do the exercise, and this is a little exercise. It's talking about what the world is now, and like volcanoes, anything. And so I would like to you, Jennifer, talk about a fictional event or natural event. I think a fictional is more easy, but you can talk about anyone you think.
Teacher,
Come.
pues, o sea, que yo tengo que hablar de un evento natural, o de ficción, ¿sí?
Ficción, exactly.
Película que yo haya visto o que sepa hablarlos, o sea, como contarle, o sea, podría ser un evento natural lo de la avalancha de Armero y intentar explicarlo en inglés. ¿Sí podría ser
Puede
eso?
ser, exactly. Exactly, of course. Yeah.
Sino que a mí me da cosa porque yo casi no tengo buen vocabulario, pero voy a intentar.
Don't worry, that's the idea. Don't worry, that's the idea.
Bueno.
Let's start with the place, the city, the place, and the place after the date, if you have the date, or what happened first, what happened after, or what happened then, whatever. Just trying to relax, trying to make it easy for you. Don't pressure.
In 19 I no. Espere.
1980s.
1985, no sé cómo.
Okay. 85, all right.
In Armero, in Armero was avalancha, no sé cómo se dice. Was avalancha.
Slide.
Slide was an slide in Armero. Well, there was a lot of people died there because the slides derribó, tumbó,
broken down, or
broken down
of
the town, and that place quedó destruido.
Was destroyed.
I perfect.
That's just continue.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's the idea. Yeah, we started, and so we had Luisa tell us about soccer. Nothing to do with natural disaster, but that's an idea. Gustavo tell us about Netflix series about fictional. But I'm sorry, Fiverr talking about. Gustavo talking about. Well, what a volcano can do, and you're trying to do Armero space. Valentina has a problem with that, and I'm waiting for you writing in the WhatsApp chat, and you wanna send them for the chat. Don't worry. Okay, and so let's see the next slide and talk. So what we want to tell. So. the idea for this, if we're trying to do just kind of connectors, that is, we have a problem with that. The connectors is what making the sentence to do a paragraph, like we said in the last class. And we're trying to connect one trying to thinking so fast, but not talking so fast. And this is something we have. We do with we had a problems and most part of the time, because we need something like that, coordinating conjunctions. What is that? You can use that and start it to the paragraph or the sentence, and in the middle of the sentence, or to connect to sentence, and you trying to explain what it's mean, what they're trying to say. And so we had for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Anyway, we have the construction on the coordinating conjunction in English. After we have the traduction, translator, and then we had an example. Okay, and so I would like to anyone trying to choose one and trying to not repeat and try to make a sentence with we have that. So started with Gustavo. Tell us an example about coordinated conjunctions.
Teacher, but I had to choose like for, and, not, but, or yet, so, or
Whatever. If you want to choose one or choose,
I had to
choose
make
two.
an assent with the word I choose, right?
Tell me again. I'm sorry.
I had to make a sentence about with the word I choose.
Okay, yeah, with the coordinated conjunction. If you want to choose one or choose two, whatever, you're trying to define. Make a sentence with that coordinated conjunctions.
Okay, let's choose but. Okay, this is the sentence.
Okay.
There is something about him that I don't like, but he's interesting. That's the sentence. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's the idea. Okay, Lisa, tell us. Good.
I like Canada, but it's cold.
What?
This is bad. Another one. I want to eat hamburger. I want to eat a hamburger, and I want to eat hamburger and fried potatoes.
Okay, that's the idea. Okay. Fiverr.
Teacher, I think that, for example, it is very sunny today, so we are going to the beach.
Oh, very good. Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there? A problem with Jennifer too. Valentina, are you listen? If you want problems with your micro, you can write in the chat. I don't want to listen, so we have problems with Jennifer. Sorry, so just writing. Okay. Thank you, Fiverr, for the document. Jennifer, tell me.
Es que me había entrado una llamada y me tocó colgarle por eso. ¿Me estaba llamando, profe?
No, no te estaba llamando yo. But I want you trying to make a sentence with the coordinated conjunction, and we have in the slide. And so trying to choose one and trying to make a sentence. Is clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you like to go to the park, or do you like to go to the gym?
Okay, perfect. That's an idea. And so, coordinate conjunction of sentence, and we have to explain or making a sense in a ordinary way, like structure, basic, yeah. And so we trying to define what trying to do and when trying to say it in a simple way, in a like a una forma plana, por así decirlo. Tratamos de utilizar los conectores en una forma plana, en una forma regular, que solamente nos unan o que traten de unirnos sentencias, oraciones, perdón, y o párrafos en ese sentido. Next slide. So, we have the subordinary conjunctions. So, that kind of conjunctions we use most part of the time in the beginning of the sentence, on the paragraph, or at the end on the idea of paragraph. So we're trying to explain something in that, and at the end of the paragraph we say because of, after, or as long as, or before. And so we try, oh, I see a movie on the cinema, movie was good, was great. We're trying to explain a lot. And then, because I want to say, after I go to the, and let's try to talk. And so I would like to use a last coordinated conjunction and then use a subordinary conjunction. And so, trying to start with Jennifer. Chose the last one coordinate conjunction and chose now subordinate conjunctions and try to make a sentence. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Anyone?
Okay.
Any choice?
Were you in the cinema? Were you in the cinema before to go to the were you in the cinema before to go to the beach?
Okay. And at that the last coordinated, and so that and the past, the before the slide.
Or you were in the park, or you were in, no sé cómo dice heladería, or you were heladería,
ice cream shop, or the ice cream.
Ice cream. Bueno, were you in the cinema before to go to the beach, or were you in the ice cream shop?
Okay, perfect. That's the idea. Fiverr, tell us. Subcoordinated and coordinated. The sentence.
Teacher, the first one is coordinating or subordinated?
No, whatever. You can use a mixer or whatever. Don't worry.
Okay, let me think about it. if you go to the beach, and it's because there is sunny today, or it's cooling.
Okay.
So the
That's
idea is
the
correct. I tried.
okay. Okay. That's the idea. That's the idea. Luisa, tell us. Luisa.
Mm, Yeah, I like be with you as long as you be in the same city, but I know you can do that.
Uh, tell him again, please.
Huh?
Again, please. I can hear you.
I like be with you as long as you live in the same city, but I know you can do it always because you are busy.
Okay, perfect. Now, Gustavo, tell us.
All right. As long as you're with me, I want to know you better because you are the only person in the world. That's the sentence.
Okay, very fast, very great. You have good fluence. Okay,
Thank you.
now that's the idea. Okay, and so on the next slide, I got pads. And so this is the other group of subcoordinated conjunctions. It's a lot of subcoordinated conjunctions. And so we're trying to first group coordinated, and then we have that. So we have rather than en lugar de, since, pues, puesto que, o incluso since puede ser desde que, ¿sí? Desde, siempre y cuando al final utilice el que vemos un poquito más abajo, que es el until. Since 1995, I was working until 2000. Es un ejemplo. Unless, a menos que, es como una especie de condicional. Unless, until es hasta que, es decir, o hasta el tiempo que, o hasta, simplemente. Like is a different from the verb. It's something we can use. The difference, maybe a tip is that kind of like not use is, the is. And you can define. Like is similar to as, the word, as como, trying run, like an example, Paul run fast like the wind, or Paul run fast has the wind. So it's just like a metaphor. It's just like, and so once when you tell una vez, once when you're trying to start a history, and so you trying to use once. And so now for the exercise, the idea is you use one subcoordinated for that example, then a coordinated for the before example, and a coordinated for the slide, the first slide. Okay, and so we want to be first. So starting with Gustavo.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with since. Okay. Since you left New York, you're like the you're like the British boy I don't want to talk about.
Okay, but you use a coordinator for the last slide and the first two slide.
Yes.
Okay, and tell him the sentence again.
Since you left New York, you are not saying. Oh my God, I forgot the sentence.
Don't worry, it happened. It happened.
Can I say another sentence?
Of course,
Yeah, all right. Since you left New York, you are not like the American boy because of that's a sentence. I started
Okay.
creating another story in my head.
Okay. But this is the idea. Okay, okay, you're good. Okay. Fiverr, tell us a sentence for this slide and the last slide and the first slide. The three coordinated. Tell him.
No, you repeat, please. I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, I can hear you. Tell me again.
Sure, I didn't hear your instruction. Can you repeat?
Okay. You can. You're going to choose one subcoordinated conjunction from this slide, and then you want to make a sentence from this slide and the path slide, the fourth slide, and the three slide. I mean, one coordinated conjunction, one subcoordinated conjunction, and from this one subcoordinated. I mean, two subcoordinated conjunction and one coordinated conjunction. Okay.
Okay. I think that I get the idea. I will try it. So, since you are going to the gym, since you are going to the gym, you are no. Since you are going to the gym, I see you stronger. So I think that you are training like Sylvester Stallone, I don't know.
Okay. No, Sylvester's too old for that's an idea. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Excellent, Fiverr. Now, Luisa, tell us. Luisa. We lost in Luisa. So,
Yes.
okay. So, like you said, two subcoordinated conjunction from this slide and the last slide, and one coordinated conjunction for the first slide. Okay, that is the sentence.
The first is subordination conjunction. Oh, science.
Subcoordinated conjunction from this slide and the last slide, and coordinated conjunction from the first slide. Okay. Okay, tell us.
I don't know. Okay, let me see if I can. When I'm sad, I like listen music or eat ice cream, although that makes me feel sadness rather than happiness.
Okay, that's nice. That's good. You feel sad when you say music. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Jennifer, tell us.
Before you had surgery on your body, you were very fat, like your sister.
Okay, that's great. Good influence. Don't worry. Okay, Valentina, you can listen or you start problems. I think it's start problems, and so don't worry. The link for the recording class is at the end of the class. Don't worry. So next to the slide. And so adverbial conjunctions, like before, is a kind of similar, kind of the same, is trying to, like we say, connectors. So when you are making a sentence and making sentence doing a paragraph, you're trying to do conjunctions, and that adverbial conjunctions trying to make a paragraph in that kind of way. And so you can imagine what the next example that I'm going to you do. And so you're trying to do a sentence, a long sentence with the subordinated conjunction, coordinated conjunction, and adverbial conjunction. You're trying to make a sentence, and that sentence is so long, and that is we trying to fix it and started building whatever is the word. And so we had again and like you say, repeat and in the first coordinator, and it's adverbial. First, next, addition is for trying to make a sentence, and steps. First, next, second, whatever. Even, however, of the contrary is like a but more I don't know how's the word, more cardinal, more glamour. Of contrary, I doing something, but I don't like it. I doing something, of contrary, I don't like it. And a fact is the, the thing like this in a fact. After that, after all, después de todo, for example, in conclusion is when you're trying to say in a more beautiful thing to finish a paragraph, like we say, so. And so, in conclusion, that feel the finish on the arts. On the other words, like you say, because, that's all in all, is like in conclusion, but that in the finish of the sentence of the paragraph. Therefore, is like because too, but in another way. And afterward, also, at last, meanwhile, then, and finally, that trying and to make more beautiful the paragraph, that's the word, more easy, more nicer, and you're trying to speak more fluent. And so the exercise is that you want to take an adverbial conclusion, subcoordinated conclusion, a coordinated conclusion, and make a sentence. And so I would like you choose. Who wanna be first? Who want to the initiative? Oh, I do. Who wanted? Who wanna be first? Or I chose. Okay.
No, sorry. I had a question. With the adverbial conjunction, we had to create a sentence or a long sentence, right? Or
yeah, if you have three adverbial conjunctions, that means the sentence is not short. The sentence is going to be long by the process. And so, Gustavo, if you talk first, and so please start you.
Okay.
Okay.
After all this time, I couldn't stop thinking about you, but at the same time, I moved on without you.
Very nice. It's so romantic.
Yeah, I am a romantic person.
Okay, that's nice. So, Jennifer.
Okay. Me voy a poner romántica también.
Of course.
Do we? Yes.
Yeah.
Before that I know you, my life was very sad. But when I see you for the first time, and the happiness arrived to my life. Finally, all had finished, but I learned a lot of you.
Oh, very nice. Good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gustavo is showing up.
Yeah. That's a good story about your life. Is it
Of
real?
course. It's nice. So, Fiverr, tell us.
Okay, teacher. I will like go to swimming at the pool, but it is raining. And as long as finish raining, I will go. And final, it's at the same time. Sorry, at the same time, I will be swimming there and tan myself.
Okay, perfect. That's the idea. This is good. And trying to make a sentence, trying to make a con. Okay, perfect. Luisa, what can I say?
I don't know if this is correct, but okay. In addition, I think talk and write English as long as you live outside to Colombia need to be a need to be a requirement for have a peaceful life until you learn the local language.
All right, that's tough. That's great. That's good. Okay, that's perfect. So guys, what you do is a perfect exercise for improve your language. You're trying to make connectors with that adverbial and conclusion. Sorry, the micro is not helping. So we note, I note, do you so how's the word said? Soltándose un poco más, están soltándose, están hablando, están improvisando, están, no importa si todavía seguimos con el no importa porque eso lo vamos a ir mejorando, pero están muy bien, ya están fluidos. Llevamos solo 3 clases, si no estoy mal, 2 para unos, una para otros, pero están muy bien. O sea, llevamos 3 clases y están avanzando, están mejorando. O sea, el proceso de la práctica y de la continuación de los conectores, como los estamos viendo, que tienen unos nombres de este tipo, los está haciendo mejorar un poco más y los felicito, chicos, han estado súper, súper bien hoy. No importa, digámoslo así, el requerimiento de la tarea, pero sí les pido, por favor, que tratemos de hacer estas tareas o ejercicios que les dejo para que su speaking y su writing y su listening estén mucho mejor, y cuando uno de sus compañeros esté hablando y entremos a la dinámica de interacción, sepamos qué es lo que nos está diciendo, nos está preguntando. I'm going to stop the recording in that moment, and please wait me in the chat for a few minutes, okay? Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.